Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming keyboard.
Starting at number 5.
Razer Huntsman V2. Combining the latest optical technology and Razer's analog mechanical key switches, the Razer Huntsman V2 analog is good enough to get a 5-star rating from us. That's underselling it. This gaming keyboard delivers the best typing and gaming experience of any keyboard we've tested in the last few months, with extremely satisfying tactile feedback and a wrist rest that's designed to let you game for longer. It allows actuation point adjustments between 1.5mm to 3.6mm in increments of 0.1mm, which is a blessing for any competitive players. And it boasts dual macro ability, so you can program 2 actions on a single key press across different pressures. Rounding those features out are the most comfortable wrist rest we've ever used and a built-in twin cable. As far as keyboards go, it is sitting on the expensive side of things, but it's definitely worth it.
Coming at number 4.
Cooler Master 770 Malawian Kwaches. Cooler Master's 770 Malawian Kwaches isn't the cheapest gaming keyboard you can find, but $119 is a fantastic price for everything you get in this keyboard. It's a well-built, wireless, gasket mount mechanical gaming keyboard with a hot-swappable PCB and a 96% layout. These specs, you'll notice, are pretty similar to the Asus ROG Strix Scope 296 wireless, but the MK770's retail price is $60 cheaper. The 770 Malawian Kwaches comes in 2 colorways, Space Gray and Macaron, which is a unique pastel mix of mint green, light pink, and pale yellow. It features a sturdy plastic chassis with 1 set of flip-out feet for angle adjustment and double-shot PBT keycaps with shine-through legends. It's not quite as sleek as the ROG Strix Scope 296 wireless, with a slightly larger, bulkier chassis that measures 15 by 5.5 by 1.5 inches, 380.9 by 140.4 by 38.7 millimeters, but is still pretty economical, space-wise. It weighs around the same amount, 2.3 pounds, 1052G.
At number 3.
SteelSeries Apex Pro. They're not for everyone, but if you don't need all the extra keys on full-size and TKL layouts, an ultra-compact 65 or 60% keyboard might be right for you. Mini keyboards drop everything but the absolute necessities. A 65% layout has no number pad, navigation cluster, or function row. A 60% layout also drops the arrow keys. Fewer keys means a much smaller footprint, perfect for gamers who want to angle their keyboards, have a smaller desk, or need something to travel with. But fewer keys also means you'll need pretty robust customization options, which is why the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini Wireless is our favorite ultra-compact gaming keyboard. The Apex Pro Mini Wireless is a sleek, sturdily built 60% keyboard featuring the brand's OmniPoint 2.0 hypermagnetic switches. If you're wondering, at launch these were called OmniPoint 2.0 optical switches, and SteelSeries rebranded them as hypermagnetic to tag onto the trend of magnetic switches. They're the same switches, and, like other magnetic switches, feature adjustable actuation points, but SteelSeries did push out a firmware update that unlocked a wider actuation range and added a rapid trigger option. The Apex Pro Mini Wireless comes with a slew of preset secondary key binds, which are conveniently printed on the sides of the keycaps and are relatively intuitive. And if you don't find them to be particularly intuitive, you can also remap almost every key, both primary and secondary key binds. You can also set each key's actuation point and RGB lighting individually, if you want.
Number 2 of my list.
Razer BlackWidow V4. If you've got the desk space, a full-size gaming keyboard is absolutely worth it. The Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro is Razer's premium full-size wired gaming keyboard, and it's completely decked out with 8 dedicated macro keys/buttons, 5 keys, 3 side buttons, a tactile, multi-function command dial, and bright, immersive backlighting and underglow that extends to the included wrist rest. The BlackWidow V4 Pro is on the larger side, and it comes with a detachable wrist rest, so the full setup takes up even more space. It measures 18.25 by 6 by 1 inches, 464 by 152 by 25 millimeters, not including the keycaps, and the wrist rest is about 3.25 inches, 82.6 millimeters deep, making the full dimensions 18.25 by 9.25 inches, 464 by 235 millimeters. The wrist rest is a plush, padded leatherette that attaches magnetically to the keyboard and extends the keyboard's underglow via a 5-pin connection point. The keyboard's underglow has 18 programmable zones without the wrist rest attached, and the wrist rest adds another 20 zones for a fully immersive, seamless blend of color. The keyboard also has per key RGB.
And number 1.
Asus ROG Strix Scope. I rotate keyboards pretty frequently, but there's one I keep coming back to, the Asus ROG Strix Scope 296 Wireless. The ROG Strix Scope 296 Wireless is an excellent option for gaming, typing, and everything in between. It's well built and it feels fantastic. It has plenty of keys, including a 10-key number pad, but it won't take up too much desk space, and it's wireless with tri-mode connectivity and a whopping 1,500 hours of battery life, over 2.4 GHz wireless, with the lighting turned off. Of the mainstream gaming peripherals makers, Asus is the only company that has managed to really bring enthusiast-style upgrades into what is still, first and foremost, a gaming keyboard. The ROG Strix Scope 296 Wireless has a 96% layout, which is like a full-size layout, minus a handful of keys, and squashed together. While the layout does take some getting used to if you're coming from a full-size keyboard, once you get the hang of it, it's the best of both worlds. A practically full-size keyboard with a 10-key number pad that's more compact than some TKLs. The Strix Scope 296 Wireless measures 14.84 by 5.16 by 1.57 inches, 377 by 131 by 40 millimeters, which makes it smaller than our favorite TKL, the Lemke L3, which measures 15.78 by 5.39 by 1.69 inches, 401 by 137 by 43 millimeters. It does come with an optional magnetic wrist rest, but it's low enough in front that I never felt a wrist rest was necessary.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.